Hey everybody, Yankee here. I want to take a moment today and answer a very serious question that I've gotten from several viewers, and they were very serious when they asked this. It seems a lot of people are very concerned about the drone epidemic that's going on right now. You know, these spy drones that Iran has flying over the country, or whatever the theory is. And a lot of people have been like, if we see these, should we shoot them down? And today I want to take a second here and answer that question. Now, before I do, though, I want to address the current situation with the drones, and I want to talk about how it's all a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of media-created hysteria. There is no problem. It's, like I said, fabricated. These are just multiple angles of some sightings of actual drones, other sightings of airplanes people think are drones. And now we got a lot of fakes coming out, people trying to make them look like spaceships, drones, etc. But if you look at the original complaints and the original videos that have the most likelihood of being legitimate, about 3/4 of them are planes that people have just mistaken the scale for. Because if you look at how they're placed in the sky, how they're traveling, and the speed they appear to be traveling at, they're not drones. They don't fly like that. So a lot of them's just misidentification. People like, oh my God, I don't know what it is. It must be a drone. I've heard they're around. And people just, making up whatever they want to make up in their own head, or just not understanding things because they want to believe a conspiracy theory. Because remember, when you don't know anything, pretty much anything can be a conspiracy theory. If you know anything, a lot of these reports are just bogus. If you look at the official reports from the FBI, from the FFA, etc., they're like, there's no threat. Nothing's even really happening. In fact, they doubt that most of these things are even drones. And the evidence supports the fact that most of these things aren't drones. Like I said, most of the images are planes or just regular drones that people have taken video of. And people own drones. Go on YouTube. There's thousands of videos of people like, look at me playing with my big giant drone. It's not uncommon. So this is just media-created hysteria. And this whole notion that there's a ship right off the coast and they're launching drones and it's Iranians, that's garbage. Because here's the thing, if they're spy drones, why are they flying at the legal heights, obeying all the laws? And why are they lighted? Why are they flashing the red lights and the white lights and stuff that are required by the FFA? That's because there's nothing nefarious going on. At the very most, someone's testing drones, maybe a delivery service or something. They're testing out their service and they don't want to give away their proprietary information. So, they're just doing that and they're not breaking any laws. So far, there's been no even indication of any laws being broken. And there's like the one sheriff is like, yeah, I sent up a drone to catch one. And he said, by the time I got the report and we went out there and we went after it, it disappeared. They must have stealth technology, blah, blah, blah. No, it wasn't ever there to begin with. That's why you couldn't catch one. It's just a bunch of hysteria. And this whole idea that they're hovering over military bases. Well, I don't know what they think they're going to learn from military bases in New Jersey. What are they going to learn from hovering over Fort Dix or whatever? I don't know. But here's the reality. That's not happening. If that was happening, they'd be taken down. A lot of people don't realize this, but we've had anti-drone technology on every military base for a very long time. They even have it out here at the locks and dams, here in Oregon and Washington. If you fly a drone over there, they point this little thing at it and your drone goes in the water. So no, they're not flying over military bases and taking pictures and stuff. And no, there's not a ship off the coast from Iran launching these big drones. It just doesn't make sense when you actually take the time to research stuff and see what's actually happening. Like, it just doesn't make sense that a spy drone is obeying all the laws and flashing all the lights. It doesn't make sense that the military would just ignore giant drones hovering over their bases. Doesn't make sense that most of these videos are actually drones, even if you look at them. So it's just media created nonsense. And you might say, well, why is the media creating this? Well, right now, the billionaire corporate owned media is doing everything they can to get the fact that a lot of people now are talking about how, hey, you murder a CEO, you become a folk hero. That is so prevalent, they're trying to get that out of the news cycle right now. They're trying to distract from it. That's why they're doing this. It's one of the reasons they're doing this. So that makes far more sense than the fact that Iran's coming at us with drones. Just doesn't make a lot of sense, period. The distracting from the actual, like I said, CEOs being afraid and wanting to try to take the attention away from this shooter who is now, like I said, a folk hero to a lot of people. That makes a lot more sense. But now that we've said that, let's address, should you shoot them down if you see a drone over your property? And the reality is, I don't care if you do or you don't. I mean, wherever you live, you might want to know what the laws are. If I had someone flying a drone over my property here, I probably wouldn't care. But like if I was outside and a drone was like looking in my windows or something, well then, yeah, I might shoot that son of a bitch down. It might get some buckshot. But here's the thing. Have to be pretty close and have to be able to see it, which most of these videos, they're not all that close. You can't see them. And there's actually one video of someone trying to shoot it down a drone, which is actually a plane in the video, and they're shooting at it. You can see the bullets. And that is ridiculous. That's a bad idea. So no, you shouldn't be shooting at them in general. Like I said, I don't care what you do on your property, but in general, no, you shouldn't be shooting at drones. For one, there's a lot of people who legally fly drones. And there's a lot of people that have proper authority to fly drones. Surveyors fly drones. Insurance companies fly drones all the time. A lot of the drones I'm sure that are being seen are from insurance companies trying to deny people coverage because, oh, look, you got stuff in your backyard that could be a hazard. That's happening every day. But the main reason you shouldn't shoot them down is not because I worry about the drone and maybe they're there legitimately. It's like, it's not safe. One, it's not safe to be shooting at an airplane. That's actually a crime. And even if it was a drone, shooting at an angle through the air with no known target on the other side, yeah, that's real bright. That's not going to hurt anybody. Doesn't have the potential to kill someone. It very much does. That's a completely ridiculous thing to do. If I was going to shoot down a drone, I'd get right under it. I'd have to be able to get immediately under it and shoot it with some buckshot. Straight up in the air. And if you can't do that, well then don't shoot at a drone. In fact, like I said, probably shouldn't shoot at one period, but that'd be about the only safe way to do it. So no, you shouldn't be shooting down drones. Because like I said, a lot of them are legitimate. Surveyors are out there with drones. Insurance companies are out there with drones. I've had law enforcement on my property searching for drones, searching for a missing person. So what if one of my neighbors decided to shoot that down? You think the police would have taken kindly to that? I don't think the sheriff would have liked that at all. So no, you shouldn't shoot down drones any more than you should shoot at planes going over your property. Because it's a bunch of nonsense to begin with. And two, it's just not safe. So don't do it. And most of all, don't get wrapped up in hysteria. Don't fall for these little ploys to keep you occupied and not paying attention to what the politicians are doing. Instead of saying, oh, look at all these stories about drones. I'm going to read all these and watch all the videos. How about pay attention to who Biden's pardoning at the end of his tenure here, his term. I think that'd be more worthy of paying attention to. So, no, you shouldn't shoot them down. No, there's not really a problem. It's just a bunch of hoopla. It's just a big distraction. It doesn't make any sense. There's no evidence behind it. There's no logic that would even support any evidence behind it. And like I said, it's dangerous to do. You could hurt somebody. So don't worry about drones and definitely don't try to shoot them down.